What's up, guys? It's Xclusive here, and today I'm going to be playing a new indie game. I'm going to be starting a new project in the form of playing the indie game called Contrast. Now, this is a puzzle platformer from Compulsion Games. Now, this game came out back in June 25th, 2014, so it's been basically more than 10 years at this point. But from those of you who don't know, Compulsion Games is actually the studio that also made We Happy Few, and they're making the new game called South of Midnight, the RPG that's coming out. They actually were bought out by Xbox and Microsoft, so they're under their umbrella now. And so yeah, so any game that they make is going to be on Game Pass. And yeah, and it's owned by Xbox at this point. But anyway, so Contrast is about a girl named Didi who lives with her mom, and her parents basically are or were or actors back in like Paris of like I think it's like the 1920s. Yeah, so anyway, the description is experience and explore a surreal 1920s dreamscape, a vaudevillian film noir inspired almost reality. In a world full of performance, intrigue, and deception, you play as Dawn, the imaginary friend of a little girl, Didi. Every kid's imaginary friend is special, and you now have powers that no one else does. You can walk up to a lit wall and become your shadow. You can shift in and out of your shadow at any lit surface to help Didi explore the mysteries surrounding her family. So this game is about 2 to 4 hours long, depending on how much time you're taking to kind of explore the world. There are collectibles in this game, which are pretty much the primary source of miscellaneous achievements. Everything else is there's a couple of other ones, but for the most part, the game does have a bunch of story-based achievements that you're kind of just gonna get as you play through the game. But as always, I'm gonna, follow a guide, and I'm gonna get all the collectibles. Even though I have done it before, I've already played this game before, and I have all the achievements in the collectibles. I am gonna be starting a new game where I'm gonna be collecting all those collectibles again. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get right into it here. I'm just gonna change the sound back because the music in the menu is quite loud. And then I have the guide in front of me, so we are pretty much good to go. So let me just increase this a little bit, because there are cutscenes and stuff in this game, which I do want to hear and stuff. But yeah, let's go to a new game now, and let's do it. So I really love the aesthetic of this game. It's really nice. I know it's a little old at this point, so the art style and the graphics are a little bit dated, but the game still kind of holds up in my opinion, and just the story and everything is really cool. But yeah, so we're in Didi's room right now. I'm not really sure. I feel like there was a cutscene that plays here, but oh, there you go.
It's time for bed, Didi. Go hop in bed. I'll be right in to tuck you in.
Good night, Daddy. What are you doing here? My mommy's coming. You better hide, or she's gonna catch you.
Okay, sweetie. Night-night. What are you looking at?
I don't think she can see you.
Now promise me you'll be a good girl while I'm out singing.
I promise.
No sneaking out this time. I'll get in trouble.
I promise.
That's my good girl.
Mommy, is Daddy ever coming back?
I don't know, honey. Maybe someday when he's ready. But don't you worry. Mommy always comes back. I'll be home before you even wake up. Get some nice sleep.
Okay, she's gone. She's gonna sing at the Ghost Note tonight. It's the most beautiful cabaret.
So if you noticed,
Come on, we'll miss her show.
the cutscenes basically play out where you don't really see anyone else. I mean, I'm guessing that's because she's Dawn, the woman you're playing is Didi's imaginary friend, so she can really only see her. So all the cutscenes basically play out like that, where all you see is other people's shadows, and then the only person that you can actually see, other than yourself, the character Dawn, is little girl Didi. So here's the first collectible. Now, like I said, I do have all of them, but this is Didi's drawing of her family. Mommy, me, Daddy, and Dawn. So Dawn, as you can see, is a shadow. She's her imaginary friend. Alright, and that's pretty much it. That's all for this area. So now we can go outside and onto the rooftop over here.
Oh no, somebody moved the ash cart. Look. I know. You could go down there and move the ash cart, and I could jump down. I'll play here, so you can go over there and be a shadow person.
Be a shadow person. A new ability, right trigger next to a lit surface to shift. So this is going to be your first achievement. It is obviously unmissable, story related, because it's part of the, you have to do this to progress.
Go over there and do your shadow check.
It's called a new dimension and unlock when the player shifts for the first time. So there you go. Then you can shift out.
I wish I could do that. Could you teach me how to do that?
Now we just make our way down.
Okay, now move the ash cart to where I can jump into it.
And move it.
I wonder who moved it. Do you think it was Mommy? She got really mad at me the last time I snuck out. Where did you go for so long? I haven't seen you in 3 weeks. I really wish you had been at my birthday. Daddy missed my birthday. Now we go this way. Follow me.
Alright, so now we're in the town proper, basically. So as you can see when you press the pause button, you can see that how many luminaries you have. That's the other collectible. So there are like collectibles that you can actually like view, and then there's collectibles which are called the luminaries, and then it tells you how many are left in the level that you're currently in. Now the good thing about this game is that there is a chapter select once you finish the game, so you don't have to necessarily, you know, play through the game over to if you miss anything, which is pretty good. But yeah, so, but I'm gonna try to like get all of them before every time we proceed. So, all right, let's continue here.
Oh, I think you're too big. I think that goes all the way through to the other street. If I move this cart, you could walk up its shadow, couldn't you?
Alright. So let's shift over. Oh man. Jump shift.
See you at the ghost note.
The ghost note. Alright. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you'll see all these kinds of paintings and stuff and flyers kind of everywhere. So this is your first luminary. And you know, you can kind of gauge pretty easily when the next part of the level is, so you can always kind of know to go back. Act 1, invisible friend, okay. So you can kind of see here, there's a luminary up there. So we can go up here and get it. Oh, there we go. Jump over that thing, shift out. There's number 2. There's a collectible right here. So this should be the second one. Well, I got this one, Cat Knight, premiering at the Ghost Note. Cat Knight premiering at the Ghost Note, which is, I believe, Didi's mother. And this should be Didi's dad. I know this is number 3. I'm not sure why it picked this one, though, but I guess I unlocked this one second. So let's see. Carmine Bruni acquitted of murder for second time. Newspaper article. Damn, bro. January 4th, alleged mob Lieutenant Carmine Bruni walked out of Central District Court this morning a free man. The jury acquitted Bruni on 4 counts of homicide in connection with the gory shooting death of a bartender at the Wolf and Lamb Tavern last April 7th. Bruni claimed he acted in self-defense when the bartender Robert Ottos attacked him. Mr. Antos was found with 18 bullets in his body. Police stated that the bullets came from 2 different handguns. What prosecutors claimed was a strong case began to deteriorate after the unexplained disappearance of a key eyewitness, Ignane Olufsen. 2 further prosecution witnesses who claimed to have seen Bruni enter the Wolf and Lamb with his associate Salvatore Di Benedetto in the moments before the shooting recanted their testimony on the witness stand. "We're just pleased that justice has been served," stated Bruni's defense attorney, Jonathan Parker. Mr. Bruni has been hounded enough by a loose cannon DA and a corrupt police department. This is the 3rd felony trial and the 2nd murder trial at which Mr. Bruni has been acquitted in Central District Court. Police maintain that Mr. Bruni is a lieutenant in the Vasari crime. What? I guess it's cut off for some reason. Mr. Bruni, through his attorney, asserted that he is in the floral products business. Interesting. So there actually should be another interesting at capacity. What is that? Shelter? Wow. There's the Pompeii Theater. I'm guessing it's a theater. Now the Ghost Note should have another collectible somewhere. Let me see. Oh, here it is. Wow, okay. I almost missed it. Alright, let's grab that. So that was the Cat Night premiering at the Ghost Note. Let's take care of that. So there's the Ghost Note. I'm not gonna go there just yet. I'm kinda go over here to the left. Oh, guess I can't.
They haven't started the show yet. You missed the dancers. They were so beautiful. I want to be a dancer when I grow up.
Yeah, I'm
Or
not
an
interacting with
acrobat,
that.
like you.
Just
Did you
yet.
always want to be an acrobat? You're so good. You should be in the circus. Too bad nobody can see you. Come on, let's go in.
Nope, not yet. Alright, so we got other collectibles to collect before we move on. So let's go over here. Guess this is later. What is this?
That's my good girl.
Oh.
Mommy. Is Daddy ever coming back?
I don't know. Maybe someday when you...
Ah!
But don't you worry. Mommy always comes back. I'll be home before you even wake up. Get some nice sleep.
Alright, there's number 3. Just gotta make sure. I think there's something else. Alright, here's this thing. Extra Life 2012 donor list. Special thanks to the heroes among us who made Extra Life 2012 that much more special. So these are the donors: Adam Nolet, Anna Lee and Giles Coombs, Anonymous, Christy Moore, Christopher Forrester, Compulsion Games, Corey Kaspersky, Daniel Rivera, Daniel Thompson, David Abbott and Brown Inez, Derek Elliott. Yeah, I'm not going to read all these. This is a lot. But yeah, this is actually an achievement. It's called To the Heroes Among Us. This is when you find this logo over here. So we can skip that. There shouldn't be anything else over here. So I think I can go back. Let me just make sure that there's nothing over here by the gate. Okay. Now there's another achievement where I think if you try to go into this door over here. Let me see. Oh, if you try to press X. Interesting. It's not working though. called Not That Kind of Game. Was it? Maybe was it somewhere else? Maybe that they took it off. Off of this game. So you try to go into this club right here. It's not letting you for some reason. But that is called Not That Kind of Game achievement. Okay. So every time you go through these again, you can unlock that.
That's my good girl.
That was weird. Oh. Now, how would we get over there? It probably needs to go.
Maybe someday when he's ready.
It's probably later.
But don't you worry. Mommy always comes back. I'll be home before you.
Alright, so that's all we can get for now. So now let's go back to the ghost note.
Want to put on some lights? I promise you'll like the view.
Before I do that, let me just kind of explore a little bit. I don't think there's anything in here, as far as I know. Yeah, so let's go turn on the lights.
Come on, sugar. Help a girl out here. We can't play in the dark.
Okay, so there's 1 of 3. In the middle one, drummer, 2 of 3. And there's one more.
Oh, hey, one's on the fritz. Hey, Sparky, could you do something about that one too? It's really messing with our rhythm.
So you come up here, there's a collectible. Department of Child Services. Dear Miss Melenkaya, this is your second notice that you have been found in dereliction of your parental duties in regard to your daughter, Dorothy Melenkaya. As you presumably know, Dorothy was found loitering in the alley behind the Ghost Note Cabaret at 2 a.m. on the morning of June 22nd. Dorothy informed the police that you were performing at the Ghost Note and are generally not at home between the hours of 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. If you continue to demonstrate an inability to look after your daughter properly, this department will have no alternative but to place her in a foster home until such time as you obtain legitimate work or preferably return to your husband. It is of particular concern that when found, Dorothy seems to be having a conversation with a non-existent person. A mentally disturbed child such as Dorothy needs devoted care. If you cannot provide it, I will regretfully be forced to take action. Sincerely yours, Hilda Jansen, social worker. Department of Child Services notice dereliction of parental duties regarding Dorothy Melenkaya. So that's collectible number 4. I don't believe there's anything else in here, but let me just double check. And this was another way of getting up there, or... Oh, here we go. Here's another one. Insufficient funds. Check from John Fenris to Cat Knight. Insufficient funds. $250. Okay. Alright, now we can go repair that spotlight real quick. And the spotlight's at the band. There we go.
I really wanna
You hold me closely, but now I know you love me mostly. Sorry, Joe, you ain't a lover, you're a house on fire. I'm burning so. You hear that siren coming, baby, I gotta go. You're in my past, Joe, I had my fill. Couldn't last, Joe, baby, I got bills. There's no one happy in a house on fire. Why do I still hear those sirens going, baby? I get a chill, I get a thrill, babe, and I wanna run back, but I know I gotta stay.
Vamp for me, Charlie, would ya?
Alright. Eavesdrop on cat.
That's Dad.
What are you doing here?
You're singing good tonight, Cat.
Don't smooth talk me, Johnny. We had an agreement.
Is that what you call it? I never wanted to leave. You kicked me out.
You want money from me, Johnny? Cause I'm ducking the landlord.
I don't need a handout, babe. Look at this suit.
You working another one of your famous deals?
This one's big, Cat.
Oh, sure it is. Till it blows up like last time and the time before
Not
that.
this time, babe. I'm gonna make it all up to you.
I gotta get back on stage.
Then meet me after. I'm staying at the Excelsior.
But you think you're just gonna jitterbug your way back into our lives with a lot of sweet talk?
It's gonna be better this time, babe. You're gonna see how much better it can be. Room 529, kiddo.
Where is he going? I need to talk to him.